Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
They go with the former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now 2nd and 5.
Phil King.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Hey, 73.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Out. 63.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Hey, Silver. Don't touch.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Miami. Don't touch.
Now Hurts on the option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start up, and right away he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that is incomplete.
It looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down And talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Second and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burt sets up to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. On the option to give to Swift here. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, 73, 73.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Great, set.
Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 52 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you have both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangwu. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Hooker. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. 15 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one caught by Osborne, right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the #2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! Philadelphia! DeAndre Swift. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They end up with something on the ground, and they'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hooker now on 2nd down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
70.
Hooker on 1st down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hurry, hurry.
On second down, Hooker. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, Swift. Now he's free to midfield. DeAndre Swift. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hooker's going to throw it. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, they need the signs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 160 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
63, 63, 63.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
60 Vikings, 60. Ready.
Hooker now off play action. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
19, trap 50, trap 50. Go.
Here's Hooker to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll go for it. Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Back on 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Hooker. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
70 Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Vikings 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion, left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. This is 2nd and 8. throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. DeVonta Smith, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, break.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Hooker's to the throw here, caught by Addison. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Up the middle, Nwangu. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
18, find in.
Here's Hooker. Pass complete to Addison. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing. Hooker. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Let's go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now
Panther 11,
down.
Panther 11.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kene Nwangu, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Vikings 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 8-yard line.
Great.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Great. Set. Silver, set.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Tiger Hornet. Round up Yetis. Hey.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they'll indeed take a knee. In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly,